Matteo?
Nushelle?
Yes.
Nice to meet you.
you.
Want to grab some coffee?
Sounds good.
All right, let's go. Well, my name's Matteo. I'm a first-year Gabelli student. I'm from San Francisco, California.
Hi, I'm Nushelle. I'm in my first year as an assistant professor in the art history department. I am an architectural historian of mostly modern South Asia, but I also look at museums as well. So I'm teaching classes on an intro to architecture. I teach a museums class, and next term I'll be teaching a class on global modern architecture.
All right, want to ask some questions?
Yeah, sounds good. What's
All
the
right.
first one?
Let me ask you. What brought you to Fordham?
That is a good question. In a very practical sense, there was a job ad and I answered it. But I think one of the things that made it really great to be able to say yes and made me really excited to be at Fordham was just the entire interview process. Everyone was so collegial, so warm, so excited about the work that, the work that I was doing, that I could really imagine myself here.
That's very cool, yeah.
What about you?
Well, obviously, I'm studying global business, so I wanted to come, to a hub. New York City is known for business, and I feel like even, let alone Fordham University, there's so much networking opportunities. There's such a vast network, and I remember attending a mixer in San Francisco, and I just remember the alumni being super nice to me, and they're just taking me in, giving me advice, and I already felt like I was at home. I wasn't even on campus yet.
All right, we can pick up the next one. Have you gotten any good tips for being at Fordham?
So I remember coming in the first week, a cousin of mine who is a sophomore at Fordham, she told me to just join as many things as possible, talk to as many people as possible, introduce yourself, and it could be a little overwhelming, but if you develop a network as soon as you get there, it won't be hard. And honestly, I think since coming here and really just putting myself out there, joining clubs, going to office hours, talking to teachers, and just meeting people and introducing myself, it could be repetitive in the beginning, but it honestly helped me in the long term, because now I feel like walking through the halls, I see people I know, I recognize, and it just kind of grounds me and keeps me, just calm, and I feel like I'm at home.
Yeah, I really like that you mentioned this idea of Fordham being home. I really resonate with that as well.
Well, I guess I'll ask you a question this time. What is your first favorite thing at Fordham?
So there was this one time I was talking about housing in ancient Rome, and I happened to mention to students that there is this entire room from a Roman villa at the Met. And I was like, isn't it amazing? Like, you live in this city that you can kind of go see it. And then a few weeks later, one of the students was like, "Oh, I went to the Met and I saw it." And it wasn't even an assignment, but they did it, and I loved that they were so proactive about going and doing that.
For me, I would say, again, the setting. I remember the first week in Gabelli, they were talking. I joined the investment banking club, and they were just talking about, again, the network of people. And that same weekend, a couple of friends and I decided to go up to Wall Street and just see what it was like, and it kind of just taken me aback to just see, like, hopefully I could be here in a couple of years. What are you looking forward to most at Fordham?
Well, you have to take a core class. I have to teach it.
Right.
And I will offer that core class every term. And like I was saying, the core class is on housing. It's something that I'm really excited about. It's something that I'm really passionate about. I think architecture is more than just big monuments. I think it's like also small things. It's so important to kind of think about, how do people live. All right, I'm going to ask you another question, which is, what is your favorite spot on campus, and what is your favorite spot off campus?
Oh, favorite spot on campus? I would just say the plaza out in between McKeon and Lowenstein. It's very peaceful, tranquil. Sometimes you'll catch the guy, he plays the guitar outside behind the tree, and it just adds to the scenery. And on a good day where it's beautiful and the sun's out, I just kind of do homework or maybe even take a nap out there. And it's just very peaceful. I'm obviously like a very big guy in terms of nature and just the greenery. So it's a very nice scene, very tranquil, very peaceful. Off campus, I'd probably say like Central Park. So convenient, so close, but it's so big, and you kind of feel like once you're walking in there, you're in a whole different area.
Yeah, I think the plaza is my favorite spot too. I love that it's just like this little oasis in the midst of, the chaos of the city, and then it's a way to kind of take a breather in between your classes as well. I really like the plaza. It was really wonderful to learn more about you and the Gabelli School, and let's keep in touch.
Yeah, let's keep in touch. Thank you for this conversation. Thank you.
You too.